Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the empty nest syndrome. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. Parents want their children to be independent, to achieve success and to conquer a spot in life. They even can encourage their children to go and live their own lives, their own experiences. But this act of letting go is really painful, or can really be very painful. The empty nest syndrome is a clinical diagnosis in which parents experience sadness and loss when their children leave home. It is a transition period in life that highlights loneliness. It makes you really think about your own aging process, and it takes time for parents to adapt to this new reality. And if you think all of this kind of makes sense, because if parents have to adapt themselves when a baby is born and having a baby, a newborn in the house, it is also very easy to understand that when this baby grows up and have their own life and leave home, parents have to adapt to this new situation too. Even this is a natural and healthy event. Young adults leaving their parents' home may bring the space for new feelings, particularly this can happen in their parents, of course. Parents often in this situation, they feel sadness, the sense of loss, loneliness, distress, anxiety, a loss of purpose and a loss of motivation in life, feelings of not being needed, feelings of depression, and a scare of what can really happen to the children, to themselves, and so scared of the future in general. If you are having all of these feelings, it's important for you to understand that you have to start to make an effort to try to accept the facts. Try to believe that you did the best you can in terms of education of your children, and try to understand that you are there for their needs, but in a different way, in a special way, in a way that you can have a different type of relationship, most of the times much more richer and much more structured, because there's only the emotional relationship and not the other type of relationship that can be a little bit more heavy, and it can be of course different. This is a new phase and you have to embrace it and think that the future can be really bright and not so scary. Keep in touch with your children, maintain a regular contact with visits, texts, calls, whatever, not to really be overwhelmed with that, not to be in a controlling way, but in a much more healthy way, in a way like a friend will do. So try to understand that your children now, they are more like friends, and they must be treated like that. They must be respected, their privacy, their space, and all of that is important for both of you and for your future relationship. Try to stay positive about this, and if you need, try to seek some kind of support. Maybe it's now the time that you can start to think about doing things that you always wanted to do, but you didn't have time, you didn't have the opportunity. So maybe it's now the time that you can really have some kind of goals, or have some kind of things that now you can do it for yourself and by yourself. And this means some kind of hobby, that kind of trip that you always dream to have it. A new activity with a partner, with a friend. Realize that your role as a parent is changing, but it never really ends. And this change can be a positive one. It can be a change for even better. And if you can really accept these facts, this phase will end soon, and you will soon feel much different and much more confident and motivated. To get ready for this phase, you can start to make a list of all your activities or roles that you have beside being a parent. Try to see in these lists which type of roles or activities that you would like to explore or to expand. And you can even add other new activities or experience that you would like to have. And start to have it as soon as possible. Don't wait to do all of these things when your children is leaving home, but start a little bit early for you to be much more occupied and much more aware of all the things that you want to continue doing when the time will come. Understand in yourself that this is just a phase, that this is something that if you will keep doing your things, and if you will do the things that you would like to do, if you will enroll in new activities, if you go much more out with your friends, if you go for a coffee, if you go to sports, if you have a new hobby, all of these things are very important. But if in the end, if you keep thinking or feeling that sadness and this demotivation and this almost depressive moods, understand that maybe it's time for you to search some kind of help, and I mean a professional help. So go seek a mental health provider and try to understand what is the things that you can change in your life, or in what ways this kind of professional can help you go through this difficult phase. And so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, share with a friend, comment if you want, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!